I'm really proud of our team for the way they played today. This was a tough situation for us, and I think one of the motivating factors was to, win 10 SEC games in a season, in a regular season, which had never been done before. It's kind of historic for them, and that was one of the motivating factors for us. And obviously, we wanted to play to a standard. I think we got started a little slow in the game, but as the game went on, we played better and better on defense and controlled the tempo of the game on offense, kept the ball away from them so they couldn't go fast. Did a pretty good job early in the game of getting off the field on third down, which was really important. So all in all, I was really pleased. We got to play a lot of players today. Would have played more, was ready to put some more guys in, and a guy ran 75 yards for a touchdown. So, but I'm really proud, and I want everybody to enjoy what's been accomplished at this point. But obviously, the focus has to be on what we need to do next week to have a chance to compete well against a very good Florida team.
Okay, we will start with Dennis Dodd. Dennis, you now mute yourself. Dennis?
Yeah. Nick, considering the way the defense has come along in the second half, I wonder if you just contemplate where this team stands going into the SEC championship game, really overall compared to some of your other teams.
Well, I think that, we're certainly going to be challenged in a different way with the type of quarterback and passing game that Florida has. And I think we, have to show that we can stand up and, play against a team like that. But I do think the team has made a lot of improvement throughout the year on defense. We had, 4 out of 5 new starters in the secondary, made a lot of errors early in the season. I think, the players have gotten a lot more confident in what's expected of them. But it's going to take a great team effort in every part of our team to be able to win the SEC championship. The offense is going to have to play well. We're going to have to do a really good job on special teams and obviously play, even better on defense.
Go to Michael Casagrande.
Yeah, it looked like Arkansas was taking away the deep pass today. How are they defending Mac, and how do you think he adjusted to it?
Well, they played it like we thought, and I thought Mac did a really good job of taking what they gave us. They dropped 8 guys, a whole bunch. They played 33 cloud, which probably doesn't mean much to many people, but both corners rolled up 3 deep. Try to keep everything in front. We thought that they'd play us that way, and they played that way most of the year, and they're pretty effective doing it. And they still stop the run pretty well by playing, a nose and 2-4 eyes. So they make the ball go outside to all those guys that are dropping. So they take away the explosive plays, but I thought Mac did a really good job of taking what the defense gives and hit the check downs a lot. You got to catch it and run with it sometimes, when you play against a team like that. He made the one poor decision, which he threw the pick on, but we got out of it with penalty. But they dropped, 8 guys down in the red zone, so it really gets crowded down there. So, but that's basically how they played, but we weren't surprised by it. It's something that they've done quite a bit throughout the year.
Okay, if you need to ask a question, please use the raise your hand function. We'll go with Aaron Suttles next.
Nick, I wonder if you had a Christian Harris update and how you thought Jalen Moody played today in his place.
I think Jalen did a pretty good job, and I think Christian hurt his shoulder. I don't know exactly how bad it is yet. They'll probably, I don't know. Doc said they're going to do an MRI on it, and he said he didn't know for sure the extent, but that would determine whether he could come back and play this week or how long he would be out, and I can't really comment on that right now.
We'll go to Cecil Hurt. Cecil?
Coach, just wanted to ask about a little more about what they were doing defensively in terms of maybe taking away some of what Devontae does and doubling him a good bit, and whether you thought Mac handled that rather than trying to force things.
Yeah, I thought Mac handled it really well. He never forced the ball to him. They doubled Smitty a couple times. But most of the time, they're just dropping 8 guys. And, when you play 33 zone, both corners are rolled up. Then they play 33 buzz on both sides. Both safeties roll down, corners to be back. But they played soft. And you know, you got to try to throw 3-level patterns against them, and they dropped back on them, and we had to throw the ball underneath. So I just think it's hard to make vertical plays in a passing game when a team plays you like that. So you have to try to run them out of it by being able to run the ball against them, which I thought we did pretty effectively as the game went on. And the quarterback has to be patient and throw the check down, which he did, which is what we expected and what we were prepared to do in the game. So, you know, not typical rush 4 guys and drop 7, you know, type defense, which is a little bit different when you get man-to-man and middle field coverage and all that type of stuff.
We've got Aaron Suttles.
I didn't have any more. That was the only one. Thanks, Josh.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll go to Larry with AP.
Hi, Nick. You had a stretch there where your offense was scoring every time and not giving up any first downs. You talked about playing to a standard. Can you just kind of reflect on that stretch of the game where you were dominant on both sides?
Yeah, well, we didn't start great. They had a pretty good drive together. We stopped them in the red zone. You know, we struggled to run against it. We had to make some adjustments early on, find out how they were playing us, because last week against Missouri, they played completely different than what they played today, but they had played this way earlier in the year. So, but I think after that first, I think we gave up like 76 yards or something early in the game, and then we went for a good little stretch where they didn't make a first down. And I think we started getting some momentum on offense and moving the ball and scoring touchdowns. So punt return was big at the beginning of the game. I thought we started out a little slow in the game, but I was pleased with the way the players sort of responded as the game went on.
2 more, Stephen, and then Michael.
Coach, you mentioned how they were kind of doubling Smitty a little bit there, but just talk about Forrestall, Mechie, and Slade Bolton and other guys that really stepped up.
Well, I think that's what you have to have. You know, we've got to get, you know, Jonathan Mechie has to be a force out there. Jaleel Billingsley has to be a force. You know, Slade has to be able to make plays. We can't be one-dimensional in the passing game. You know, we've never really been that way here. Smitty has just had a phenomenal year, but I think we have a lot of confidence in a lot of other players that are very capable, and we have to, you know, we have to read it out and take what the defense gives, and when those guys get opportunities, they have to make plays, and they've done that for the most part.
We'll finish with Michael.
Yeah, just want to check and see with Najee Harris. He didn't come back to the game after the second quarter. So
I mean, it was 45-3. So we took Smitty out at halftime. Nothing wrong with him. A lot of guys we took out, there's nothing wrong with them. We just chose not to play them anymore, so that nothing would happen to them, so they could play next week.
All right, thanks, Coach. That's all we've got.
All right, thank you.